I'd just like to thank everybody for being here today. An honor to be here today for the unveiling of Peter Seidler Way. I'm joined today by Padres Chairman John Seidler, CEO Eric Gribner, Padres Foundation President Tom Seidler, President of Baseball Operations AJ Preller, Baseball Hall of Fame closer Trevor Hoffman and his wife Tracy, the wife of Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn, Alicia Gwynn, San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria, and San Diego City Council member Stephen Whitburn. At this time, I'd like to introduce Eric Gribner to get things started in our ceremony.
Well, thank you, Don. I appreciate the kind introduction. I'd like to acknowledge and thank Mayor Gloria and Councilmember Whitburn, who was actually called away because of the City Council hearing today, but I know his staff is present. And in particular, I want to thank you, Mayor Gloria, for making today possible. I know a lot of work went into this. Even a simple street renaming involves a lot more approvals than people would typically anticipate, and so thank you very much for your work on this. I'd also like to acknowledge Padres Chief Operating Officer Caroline Perry and Vice President Diana Pitts, who spent a lot of time working with the city and both Councilmember Whitburn and Mayor Gloria's office to make today possible. So Caroline and Diana, thank you for your work on this. As we've done before with Mr. Padre Tony Gwynn and his Hall of Fame teammate Trevor Hoffman, who's with us today, we're here today to celebrate the renaming of a street here at Petco Park, this time in honor of Peter Seidler. This will now be known as Peter Seidler Way, and for both Peter and Trevor and Tony, who all have had a tremendous impact on the Padres franchise and a tremendous impact in our San Diego community, it's fitting that these three streets named after these three great men will continue to greet Padres fans when they come to Petco Park for decades to come. I had the privilege of working with Peter for over a decade, and firsthand, I was able to observe the countless hours and deep commitment that he put into making a positive impact in the San Diego community. Peter was determined to improve the lives of San Diegans, and in particular those who are left behind, the least fortunate and the most at risk in our community. Peter was a model of putting compassion into action and spent countless hours working to make San Diego a better place for all of us. So the renaming of this street will further cement Peter's legacy as one of the truly great San Diegans, and his name will be where it belongs here outside of Petco Park for decades to come. So with that, I'm going to hand it back to Dawn, and I thank you all for joining us today.
Up next, amongst our speakers, Mayor Todd Gloria.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody. It is really special to be here with all of you, with members of Peter's family, friends, colleagues, and of course, fans of the Padres in the shadow of our world-class Petco Park to celebrate a man who gave so much of himself to the city of San Diego. I think everyone here knows this, but let me state it very clearly. Peter Seidler loved this city, and he didn't just talk about making San Diego a better place, he actually did it. Whether he was investing in this world-class ballpark of ours, bringing joy to generations of Padres fans, or rolling up his sleeves to tackle one of the hardest challenges that we face as a city and as a society, Peter's commitment to this community was as deep as his kindness. And when others in this town would see homelessness as a problem that was too big to solve, Peter saw people who deserved dignity and compassion, and a city that had the ability to actually address this problem in a way that would use best-in-class solutions. He used his incredible platform, his incredible persuasion, his influence, and most importantly, his heart to push all of us in government, in the private sector, and community leaders alike to do better, and we have because of him. Through his advocacy, he brought about urgency and collaboration and humanity to help get more of our fellow San Diegans off of our sidewalks and into permanent homes. Peter also believed that sports could unite people. In this time of incredible polarization, he could find something to bring us all together as a community, a civic pride that could become a force for good at a time when we needed it most. And under his leadership, the Padres ascended to new heights and has helped to make an even greater impact on this great city of ours. I like the references to Hoffman Way and Gwynn streets. So you have Seidler, Hoffman, Gwynn, all interconnecting, creating actually a literal fabric in this downtown ballpark district. Something that I think is really important and will stand not decades. Once we do this once. It'll forever be Seidler Way here in the ballpark district. What I like about that is that fabric that I think Peter's leadership helped to deepen and make more impactful, certainly during the pandemic when the team helped lead our efforts to make our community recover, to its willingness to invest in more neighborhoods across the city and help the entirety of the city understand how fortunate we are to have this franchise in our city. You all have helped to remind us, Peter helped to remind us that success and service can go hand in hand. And so naming this street Peter Seidler Way is a promise that we will continue the work that he began, to lead with heart, to lift up those in need, and to build a San Diego where everyone has a place in this great city. And so to Peter's family, I'm here today on behalf of a grateful city, to the Padres organization, and to everyone whose lives Peter's touched. Thank you for sharing him with us. Our city is better because of him, and our city will now forever celebrate him. His compassion, his vision, that has left an indelible mark on the city of San Diego, and today, that quite literally becomes a part of our city's map. Peter showed us the way, and now fittingly, he has one named after him. It's a great pleasure to be here. I appreciate everyone who's played a role in making today possible. Thank you all for this opportunity to honor the great Peter Seidler.
At this time, along with the mayor, I will ask John Seidler to join us as well for the unveiling. Three, two, one. And now John's going to say a few words.
Thank you, Don. Thank you, Mayor Gloria and Councilmember Whitburn. I'd like to share the following from Sheil. Sheil and her children are deeply touched by the city's decision to honor Peter in this way. Unfortunately, they were not able to attend the ceremony, but they are profoundly grateful to everyone, including AJ, the Padres players, and the San Diego community, for continuing to celebrate his life, leadership, and enduring impact. I'd also like to add, Peter would never have sought this recognition for himself. With the Padres, he preferred the focus be on the players and coaches on the field. And with his community efforts, he preferred the focus be on the San Diegans in need and the best-in-class charities supporting them, not on himself. Peter loved Tony Gwynn and Trevor Hoffman. He had great respect for both and would be humbled to join them with this honor. On behalf of the Padres organization, the Seidler family, we thank you for honoring Peter and hope it will inspire all of us to find ways to give back and help others in this community. Thank you.
You mentioned the Hall of Famer. It's his turn. Trevor Hoffman.
Thanks, Don. Good afternoon, everybody. What an amazing tribute that is up there. And what an amazing tribute for me to say I get to sit in the middle of two amazing men. Peter Seidler and Tony Gwynn. I've never hit really two-hole, but I guess I'm two-hole either way you go up and down the street, so it's pretty spectacular. One of the things that I did hear about Peter is that sometimes after ball games, after meeting with fans inside the stadium, would get outside of Petco Park and have an opportunity to have a chat and just kind of get to know who is around his ballpark. And it was a tremendous tribute that he would always do that. For me personally, whenever I get to drive up Imperial and now part of Peter Seidler Way, in the car, I get a big kick out of it because my kids are always excited. Go, hey, Trev, or Dad, we're going to get to go on your street for a minute. And I think about it, and I go, there'll be a time when I'm long gone, and it'll be my grandkids. And I just think of Peter's family and the fun that those kids will have when they get to come up on Dad's street. So thank you for having me.
That will conclude our ceremony today. We hope that everyone will stay and enjoy some refreshments behind home plate, but I think you will all agree this is amazing and very excited it is now here. So thank you for all that made this happen, and thank you for being here today.